it's me, Caragor Onefang, aka Wolfgang Hemingway, aka Scott Wilson Besgrove. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Fight us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and dance inappropriately with us on Instagram. Enjoy the show.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
John!
Manchapak? Fourth.
I can and will kill your character.
Never tell me the odds.
I will punch you in the face! So somebody's opened this intentionally and...
I study target on Bell.
Why are you looking at me like that? Let Travis go. I'll make a few inquiries. If you don't, we will take him from you. Now what's it gonna be?
The adventure continues now.
You know what they should invent? Edible D20s.
That'd be the worst thing ever.
Like a big packet of them, and then you just like eat one, you throw one.
Every time you roll one, just...
It's an idea.
Your time is done.
Edible D20s. Anyone want to take that on board?
Dragon's Den.
We thought of it first,
So give us all the
pending,
money.
patent pending.
us money.
Patent pending.
When someone chokes on a one, it actually chokes on a one. Not like just the way that Caragor does. Then sue Ross. So we're back. Episode 3. All right. How we doing? So last week, exciting. First taste of combat for our party of adventurers.
Dragon.
How do we find that?
It wasn't a dragon.
Well,
I mean, I think Velda's contribution was absolutely instrumental in that fight.
yeah. What do you do, Velda?
I drank all of the mind swept.
Good.
Yeah.
I think Em had a great time just like getting in there and getting a kill, the first kill.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, that was good. I think you could have come up with a better pun, but...
No, man, I think you're being too hard on yourself. But that's reflecting in my character's attitude to yours as well. I can already tell Caragor is quite, sensitive on that in terms of group dynamics. Like, you can tell you're putting yourself down straight away. And that's why...
Em's had a hard life, though.
Yeah.
We might hear about that in the future.
Ooh, not too soon.
Not now.
Not too soon.
Like, no.
I don't want to do it right now.
Maybe you can scale it up.
I'm still not entirely sure that the reason Shania didn't miss the lizard is because she wasn't possibly aiming for the dwarf.
Way too excited. A terrible roll there.
It was a bad roll.
It was a bad roll. But you covered it great.
Better
I was shooting the dwarf.
better roll better than that if you want to pick a fight with the dwarf, because that great axe was insane.
Just put everything in strength.
Yep.
Okay, so I suppose for new listeners, we should explain the stats.
Yes, you have. On your character sheet, among other things, you have 6 basic stats. You have your strength, you have your dexterity, you have your constitution, you have your intelligence, you have your wisdom, and you have your charisma. Your strength is your ability to lift things, to fight things. It makes you better at hitting stuff, doing damage. Fulton has a very high strength, so you are good at smashing
things.
all sorts of things up. Your dexterity is kind of how quick you are, how accurate you are. It affects things like how quickly you act in combat, how good you are at shooting things at range, dodging out of the way of things. It makes you harder to hit. Who's got quite a good dexterity? Shania, you've got a high dex, haven't you?
You have a high dex, yeah.
So you're very agile, and you tend to do range attacks.
Range attacks, yeah. Because I'm a magic user, don't want to get too close.
Very sensible.
So important to have good dexterity to dodge out of the way of stuff, and also be able to, do stuff from far away.
Very nice. It's where you get your hit points from. It's how tough you are, how much damage you can take before you fall down and die. So has anyone got high constitution? We're not a very tough party, I don't think.
13.
15.
15. So Fulton's Fulton can take a bit of a beating before he goes down. Then you got your intelligence, which is how smart you are, how much you know. It affects the skills that we've been rolling. that gets a bonus from having a good intelligence. It's also used for spell casting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I would imagine, Velda, you have a pretty good...
Velda does. He has an intelligence of 18.
Oh, wow,
So
that
he's very smart. Well, a lot of, like you say, magic is intelligence-based, remembering the spells, using that. So that will give me a bonus to knowledge rolls as well. We touched a bit on knowledge rolls in the last one, but there are different categories based on arcane knowledge or local knowledge, and he does very well at those.
Nice. And knowledge skills can be very powerful because they let you ask me questions and determine whether I have to tell you answers or not. And I don't like telling you answers, so I like it when you don't have a good score in that. Wisdom is how it's sort of... Wisdom's a weird one. It's a mix of your common sense and your force of your sort of force of will. It lets you resist things like mind control. It also lets you make sort of sensible decisions about sort of stuff. I would imagine, Shania, you're pretty good on wisdom.
I have 14 on wisdom.
14 on wisdom. Okay.
Yeah, not because of my dexterity.
Good as your deck.
Pointed out to me before we started this.
That's,
Might be a bad choice, but
that's going to make it hard when you get a little bit higher up in spellcasting.
Yeah.
You're going to want to beef that up a little bit.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll work on that.
That's fine. We're still learning these characters, still learning what makes them work. And then the final one, of course, is charisma, which is how likable your character is, how much they get on with people, their sort of sheer force of personality, how good they are persuading people. And the person with the highest charisma usually ends up being the face of the party, doing all the talking. Who's got the best charisma here? I think it's...
I've got 8.
It's not a...
I'm on 13.
Good.
On 12.
Oh, do you know, I actually got that. I sensed that.
14.
Shit. How have you got these stats? That must be impossible.
What have you done?
Drow, most overpowered lads in the game.
Wow.
Oh dear! I'm not even showing my face. How can I be?
Greasy Shania is the most likable character in
So
the team.
just to put this into context for all the new players, normally you have a dump stat. So it's something that your character says. So as a wizard, like I said, I've got a high intelligence. So I have dumped strength and charisma. So they are 8. So it gives me a -1 to those rolls to give me the extra points to beef up intelligence.
Yeah.
Drum.
I dumped strength and constitution.
And what scores are they on?
11 and 13.
They are not dump
not
stats.
dump.
That is not dump stats.
That's pretty decent.
That is
Noble.
pretty spread out.
What are you going to do, Joe Noble?
That's
15-point buy.
Yeah. Yes, I did it.
Try to get some pretty good bonus.
I'm getting accusations mid-record here, man. Like, we've all looked at this.
Everybody plays with the Drow at some point and has these same conversations because they are broken. They are. But there are other drawbacks. There are other bad stuff. Whereas other people have low stats like Velda, you've got a charisma of, was it 8? 8. Cool.
He is not particularly charismatic.
For reference, a horse has a charisma of 7. So
There we are. I think everyone agreed in the last 2 games. He's not the most likable and charismatic of people.
I mean, I know people that fucking love horses. Like, people go fucking mental for horses.
For instance, yeah. Historical.
no one's begging their father to let them have a Velda. That's a weird image. We went to a weird place there.
It's going to be a good week.
So we had a fight. You killed a dragon. You made potato. You made a man with big ears cry. You kidnapped him. You kidnapped Travis. You made the man with ears cry a lot more. For the record, I don't want to peek behind the curtain too much before we're too far into the adventure, but we are running, like I said, we're running an adventure module, so this is a pre-written adventure that you can buy from Paizo's website, and they are really well-written adventures. They give you all this story, loads of background on the world where you're adventuring, so that you can do like we did and go off the story for a whole episode and go hang out in a beer tent and still have a bit of an idea of the world that you're in and some of the characters that you might meet in it. But it has encounters put in there, like that dragon encounter is there. It just gives you some idea of how to run it. And to give you just a little glimpse behind it, that one opens with, so long as they don't do enough damage to seriously hurt the creature, everyone is grateful. Like, it doesn't even talk about if they don't do enough damage. Everyone, it assumes right from the start that you're going to find a sort of peaceful way of resolving this, and not murder the dragon.
Do we get like a Steam achievement for that? Is that just like, murderers?
I think it is, Jacob. Yeah, it's one not most. If this was like a Telltale game, it would be sort of 2% of people choose to murder the dragon.
The top 2%.
But that has happened. And that is done. That is in the past. That is in these lives. That's canon now. So now we have to live with the repercussions. We are living in a post-dragon world now. And it is one where all of you are waking up the following day at Benevik's Tavern down in Ilsurian. It is a tavern where Fulton and M, you have been living for a little while now. Vilda, you probably have a house in town, so you can probably stay at your own place if you would like to. You don't have to stay at the tavern. As for Shania and Caragor, you have been camping with the actual in the winding market itself, so you can stay. Well, you've been sleeping in the wilds, Shania.
I walk to land and I sleep with my monkey.
Okay, you sleep out in the just out in the streets on the edge of town, or just on the edge of town, in some bushes. Caragor, do you go back to your tent? You're gonna have a night in a...
Yeah, no, I had a night out with the guys back in the winding cabin.
Nice. All right.
Winding. What was it? What did they wind?
The winding market.
Thanks. The winding market. The winding market boys. Winders on tour, and we had a campfire dance, and I got really drunk and I cried, and I tried looking for Farty again, wanting to talk to Farty. I might have shouted Farty at the fire quite a lot. And there was some eagles that flew by. I accused them of being Farty. Just shouting farts at birds. That's what I was doing, and then I went to sleep.
So much the same as if we'd carried on playing for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
Would have been much the same as the first hour.
It's a repeatable quest.
It's your daily quest. So it's the next day. The sun rises over Ilsurian. It's a cool morning. And those of you who were not staying there have headed to Benevik's Tavern, where you'd all agreed to meet with representatives from the carnival that day. And you are sitting... yes, Vilda.
A quick question.
Yes.
Now, this is my first time playing a magic user.
Okay.
As it's a new day, can I prepare some different spells?
Yes, you can. It's as a spellcaster, the kind of spellcasters certainly that both of you are. Other ones of you may later on get spellcasting levels which work differently, but Shania and Velda, both of you prepare your spells at the start of every day. So as you use your spells through the day, they're used up, and then at the end of the day you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, you choose what spells you're going to have prepared for that day, and then those are the spells that you have to stick with. You can't change those until you go to bed again.
Yeah.
So you wake up, Velda, you wake up early and spend the morning studying your spell book and copying down and memorizing the spells that you're going to be using.
Very good.
Shania, you spend the morning in meditation, just communing with nature in a weird way.
Do you have to say nature when you're communing with nature?
Sometimes I say nucha.
Oh.
Just to mix it up.
Yes. Yeah. Is that the Western way?
No, it's just southern way. See, opposite where
Well, I go fucking down a nature, aren't we?
Hey, oh, mate. Bit of nucha.
Do it down Rochester.
Get it.
This is the most British Pathfinder podcast, making references to the Rochester accent.
Yes. Well,
and eating pickled onion monster munch while we play.
oh yes. You don't have to be unhealthy with playing D&D, but it helps.
Please don't eat salad. Be healthy. Look after your body.
Hot salad.
Salad.
If you don't know what that is, tune in next week.
Sour burnt branches are particularly good.
I'll teach everyone about pop salads there.
As you are having your breakfast together, having communed with Nucha and with your own books, pub salad for just piles of crisps, of just bar snacks, and you're just digging in.
Chips for our American listeners, just a
very carb-heavy breakfast. that you're just shoveling in when you become aware of a familiar figure making his way into the tavern. It is Travis. Travis the Carnival Barker has arrived in the tavern.
Fulton, how long were Em and Fulton drinking for last night, or are we still going? That's the
Still going, mate.
I thought that as well. Okay, so we've still been drinking. Yeah, I wanted to see if we're on the same level.
Nice.
You must be feeling pretty shit by now.
I'm feeling pretty I'm getting like sort of third wind.
Just to stop things again. So status effects.
Yes.
Are they drunk? Because drunk actually has a minus to your stats.
It does. Drunk
And
has
pluses to other bits.
And pluses to other bits.
Drunk does affect some of your stats, as would fatigue if you hadn't slept at all, but I think we'll assume that you fell asleep on the bar tables for a little
We've
while.
probably had some.
Had a bit of a kip.
You've both come down in my estimation, but yes.
And it's probably been this, it's all going to be this cheap beer, especially all the carnival beer is going to be in that cheap, really gassy beer. So you kind of just get a bit full up. You don't really get that drunk.
Yeah.
Just go to the loo a lot. It's not a good drunk. But you're still going. You just got beer and crisps for breakfast.
We stayed up all night again.
We stayed up all night drinking and eating.
I know the song.
As well.
We stepped
Outside.
into the light and we saw all the stuff and it made us die.
Travis! Fulton,
Travis, how you doing, me old mucker?
Put my arm around him again.
Hey, fellas, how are we doing? You're always so smiley.
So good to see you.
Feel like my life depends on it right about now.
This is pretty true.
You remember when I threatened you with my great axe? Button pulls it out. You remember? And shoves it towards his face. You remember? Hey, buddy.
You remember the sword? I've killed the lizard, just dragging this. Dragging with this sword. This sword.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I put it away.
You got
So, where do we go today?
Sorry. Who are you?
Yes, who are you?
I am the same as what you think that I am.
Just your name when it's done. Yeah, just don't know your name.
Fine. You want a name from me?
Yeah, because your voice keeps changing. I think there might be 3 people inside of the little shroud there.
Travis, you want to know the names?
I would love to know the name.
Fine. You may call me Crandall Cracker. For the moment.
Crandall
Not your
Cracker.
actual name, is it? You're not actually
All right, all in favour? Calling Crandall Cracker Gary. All in favour?
Yes.
Works
for me.
Very good.
Gary, that's what
Shame is a cat.
Gary, I like Gary. Okay, Gary is good for me.
All right, Gary.
Gary, Travis, Gary. Excellent.
Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hello.
So, does
What's the word, Travis?
She have the physique of a woman, like under her.
you haven't laid up?
I'm very laid up. You can't tell at the moment.
Well, what do your layers look like? Just sort of rags and clothes?
Right. So, like a mummy, wrapped up.
Oh, wow.
And then shrouds over the top of that.
Okay, so you would
you wouldn't be able to tell a shape. Think like Mum-Ra.
yeah.
You know, sort of style. You know.
But Mum Ra does that thing every now and then where he goes fucking mental and all the robes come off him and you see his body quite.
Yeah, they can't, mate.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Keep listening, everyone.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll see the mum
Just while we're doing costume and stuff, Caragor's not turned up in his corset, his makeup. He hasn't got any makeup on today. He's not got a wig. He's basically bald with a tiny, very faint mohawk down the front. He's got an eye patch over his head, and he's sort of like going, patchy leather armor on.
Nice. Nice classic look.
I was wearing the same thing, but he's been for a wash.
He had a wash.
Yeah.
Without taking it off, or?
Oh no, he took it off.
Okay.
He got another wash. He comes back.
Wait, he's got an eye patch?
No, he's got a wash.
It's just you said the same thing, so...
Just kind of.
Same thing as he was.
The eye patch is my thing,
No, I
so-
don't mean the same thing as you.
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good clarification.
Yeah,
Thank you, Scott William Busgrove.
That is some William.
It's not my name.
the listeners. Colin actually shook his head and rolled his eyes.
There's some strong partying there from MC. You came back, drank all night, and then went upstairs, had a wash,
Nice to be clean.
Put your clothes back on, came back down, carried on drinking. No sleep, just
Phone didn't wash.
Okay.
Yeah, Velda looks the same.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, that's more honest. That's more. It's not in big in denial about what you're doing. Travis! Yeah, that's right. So, you got some news for us. Yeah, something of a development, fellas. I've got you a meeting.
Good.
With Mistress Dillison.
All right, you take us to
She
it.
wants to see you.
Wait, who's Mr. Stassen?
She's the mistress of the carnival. She runs the entire carnival.
Oh.
So the carnival to see.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
That's when, you know when you nearly tried to kill everyone in the carnival?
Yeah, that was
funny.
It's very funny.
there are a lot of names banded around, so
You're
good.
going to end up spending 25 gold because you find your 25 gold.
Well, you could have just given me 25.
So-
This thing's been handing them out willy-nilly, Gary. Haven't you, Gary?
That's not
Give me
very
the gold.
It's not very nice. You call it a thing.
Does this beautiful creature over here?
Yeah,
Very special reason.
I'll do another dance if you want,
You
mate.
keep touching me.
We have much to talk about.
Oh, you touched me again.
Well, Jed, do we go now? Or?
I mean, yeah, if you're done with... I mean, you got a lot of snacks there to eat, but...
Do you want some? It's a pub salad.
No, it's
Really nice. Just crisps.
It looks disgusting.
Let's say mix with other
American.
Yeah, like different flavors: beef, pickled onion.
beef and salt. It's awesome.
These cheese and onion ones are amazing.
It's really advanced crisp making technology that they have here in this period.
I personally think they're just skin flakes, to be honest. They taste that way.
There's probably some in there. All right, dude, let's go to get back to the carnival.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy. You wander up you make your way up the street back towards the carnival. Can I get some perception checks from everyone as I'm making my way down?
Do you notice I'm not using your dice this week? Scott.
Did notice that, Colin. Took that on board.
You got a dice of your own there, Colin?
It's the dice that's not Scott's.
It's one of my dice.
It's one of your dice.
I see.
It's Dan's dice,
Every
every whale
week
dice.
brings progression.
It's a hand-me dice.
All right.
Okay. Anything over 20?
Oh yeah,
Not gonna go
actually,
around.
I've got 23.
23.
That's a big thumbs up for
You
Stolen
hear
Dice.
with your half-elven ears.
Acceptance.
Fulton, 14. 14?
I got 10. Velda's 10.
I've got 10.
Natch one.
A natural one,
One, my
for
friend.
Gary.
Yep, Gary. Gary. One. Come on, Gary.
12.
12 for Colin. Gary, cool. Gary, you hear nothing. I don't think we need to go.
Yeah.
You're nothing but your own heartbeat. I think it's quite hard. You've got layers, like your swamp thing. However, certainly, MC, you pick up snatches of conversation as you're walking through town from the local townsfolk, saying, "Do you hear? There's a beast flying. A beast flew over town last night. It's huge, they say. A great, like a four-legged beast swooping over houses, scaring the life out of anyone." I mean, of course, I didn't see it, but it was there definitely. I think my neighbour saw it. It was definitely around. People have been robbed as well as the carnival. Still good, I tell you.
I grab one of these people.
Really hands-on approach to attracting attention, haven't we?
Yeah, because
He is shocked by the juxtaposition between your physical.
and I let go from the sort of brush his shoulder.
What the hell are you doing?
And then just pat him on the back and say, "Good sir, listen. I heard you talking of robberies. Please, what do you know about this that happened?"
Well, it's those Varisians, of course. Up in the carnival. Everyone knows they're thieves. I've heard that people had their purses taken while they were at the carnival.
And you think, and it's definitely the Varisians?
Oh, well, of course it's the Varisians. You never had this kind of thing going on when they're not around here.
And what about this beast? Tell me about the beast.
Well, my neighbour saw it. It flew right over his house.
Where does your name live?
Well, he lives down
Next door to you, doesn't he? He lives next door to
Yeah,
you.
wait.
Bad
Was this-
So where do you live?
Was this beast grey? With big ears?
grey with big ears? No. It was.
It's a four-legged creature. I overheard them say.
Yes, it had 4 legs. And it was gold like a lion.
Oh, okay, right. I was wondering it was going to be
Like a
that.
lion.
Farty, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It might have been Farty.
Oh, farty, yeah.
It sounds maybe perhaps more like Sphinx.
Sorry, if I can. I need to get back to my paper.
Of course, I'm
Well, why are you stopping talking to people then? If
You're about 55 years old.
You're never too old to pick up a trade. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
well, if you
Society's judging you.
if you're doing your paper round, why are you stopping talking to people in the street?
I did stop him with.
No, he was talking to someone else before that.
I grabbed him.
I was talking to the postman. We do the same route. It's quite sociable, all right? At my age, you don't have a lot of friends, you don't get to see people, so I took this job so that I could do a little lap every morning with the postman, who happens to be a
grabbed him
good
again.
friend. Ah!
I grabbed him again. Be on your way, sir, and then let him go. Dust him off again.
Weird town.
I grab him. Can I have a paper?
If you buy one, yes.
How much are they?
The 1 copper piece.
All right, here you go. There's a copper piece. Take a paper.
It gives you a paper.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Does your knees cold?
No.
No. I'll pull his trousers down.
Make a Make a combat maneuver check.
Was this in your breakdown for this week? Is this on? Are we on schedule now?
I will level with you. The encounter where you pull the trousers down of a retirement age paperboy is not in the Murder's Mark module guide. We are all homebrew right now.
Hazo, I hope you're listening because I think you should be in the actual adventure. So let's enjoy this marvelous encounter.
Name.
Enough.
Name.
Fails to beat his combat maneuver defense.
Failed to pull down the trousers to the.
Just really trying to.
You grab his trousers and just kind of tug at them. Oh, what are you doing? What are you?
Fulton, what are you doing?
I was just gonna play a prank on him, but he's
Come on, we're gonna go and find this beast and this guy's mummy. And what are we doing again?
What's the paper called?
It's called the Ilsurian Gazette.
What's it say? What's the headlines and stuff? Read it while he's doing that pants thing. I'm just having a look at it.
The headline says Carnival comes to town.
I'll read the next. I can read, can't I?
You can, yeah.
I'll read the next bit.
It's a story about how the carnivals come in. It's the printing press doesn't exist yet, so like they're all handwritten. So it's a real laborious process. He's probably underselling it at a copper piece. Really, like it's a lot of work has gone into this. It's hand drawn pictures of the tents. They gradually kind of
Are we in it?
by about page. We're
Well, this must have gone out. No, this must have gone out before we killed the dragon.
Well, I'm sorry trying to.
It takes him a day or two.
I mean, it's all right. It takes him a while.
Hey, Gary, do you want the scoop?
Of course. I love scoops.
No, like scoop on a paper, getting headlines. We can start our own paper, say that, some intrepid journalists, we slay the rampaging lizard.
You think that we should make the news?
Yeah, well, we can make the news ourselves. This is just hand drawn, mate.
We could do this.
We gotta go to a meeting though.
This meeting, come on.
Let's go. Power of the bird in hand.
Lead the way, Travis.
Put a pin in it, Gary. Put a pin in it. All right.
Having put a pin in the plan to become tabloid journalist.
Phone gives the gold piece to the man. Sorry about that. I'll tell you,
You guys are going to regret this when you suddenly have to buy armor and things.
How much gold have you got left?
43 gold pieces.
Been giving away a lot of gold.
Rolled high.
Didn't get robbed.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, that really helps.
Took better care of their tents. Travis leads you back up to the carnival, back past the place where you killed the dragon. There's still just a red stain on the grass. As a marker to your battle. Someone's put some rope up around it to try and steer people around from walking through it.
That's where I killed that dragon.
Yeah, it was That was fucking cool.
That was pretty awesome.
Puzzle, you see it.
As you, a boy calls out as you walk past us.
Drawing of the place where the dragon died, sir. Yeah, we killed it. Don't worry about it.
2 silver pieces.
No, it's all right.
Go on. I'll
Get
sign
over
it.
it. What?
I'll sign it.
He said he's got a drawing. You can't tell, but he said he got a drawing. Not. Do you want to go near it?
No,
Can I see the drawing first?
No.
Get over it.
Bit of a gamble.
Go on.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Piss off.
Good to see you. It's all good to see.
What is the economy of this town? It's Better boys. Fucking amateur artists. Fucking, what is this? Also thought to face Patreon. What, piss off.
You're gonna give him a gold coin as well.
No, I don't want to give him anything.
You're led out to the area, back to the place where you got into a fight nearly with some of the guards. These same guards are there.
Hi, Dennis. How's it going?
Dennis the guard eyes you suspiciously.
Do you remember me yesterday? I was in a corset. Didn't know if you like that.
No.
Did you?
No.
Can I make a persuasion check? Because they're persuading that he did
Do
actually.
you make a diplomacy check to try and make Dennis like you more?
I study him.
Okay, you study him. I mean, bear in mind you did intimidate him last time.
I did.
So
10.
10. You get the feeling Dennis is no more warm to you than he previously was, and if anything, it's maybe a little cooler.
I turn to Dennis and I go, Dennis, my old friend. And I give him a big hug.
It's all right, fellas. It's all right. They're invited here. I'm not kidnapped this time, am I? I'm not kidnapped this time.
No, you're not.
You weren't kidnapped first time.
Okay.
Friends times.
All right.
Your friends.
Just
This is why it's just a hug thing, you see.
this way, then. We'll just this way. Leave Dennis alone. He leads you back between the wagons into the crew area of the carnival. There, next to a couple of large, brightly painted wagons, there is an awning that has been put up on several poles, and there are chairs and things laid out beneath it. Sat on one of the chairs, you recognise Venlock the Scourge from last night, the Master of Licenses, the Sorcerer, played by Idris Elba, and sat opposite him in another chair is a woman in her late 30s. She's dressed in traditional Varisian garb, so it's kind of baggy. Imagine a kind of sort of Romany sort of look, sort of baggy silks and things. She has a headscarf tied around her head. Her dark hair is tied back, and she is currently reading through some notes. As you approach, there are 2 more guards standing nearby who keep an eye on you. Travis steps forward. All right, fellas. You know Venlock already? He's a pretty great guy. This is Mistress Almara Dellison, Mistress of the Carnival.
Hello, mistress. What is it that you read?
Problems. Always problems.
We are from the same place.
I don't think so. She,
I mean, to be fair, we don't know where he comes from anyway.
sit, she says, as she points to some cushions that are laid around. I am led to understand that you have been robbed.
Yes, I'm a fortune teller and wizard. Had us all down in the winding markets, and I was robbed, horribly robbed.
I thought Hajek was our fortune teller. She says to Venlock. Venlock nods. He's one of the wannabes.
He was robbed. He was robbed by someone. He gave us a description. Someone with eyes and teeth.
Yeah,
isn't that right?
well, I no, I didn't actually see who robbed me, but someone did definitely rob me, and I like my money back.
Where were you when you were robbed? They took it from your person?
No. I went to send a message to hire these gentlemen here. Belder indicates the dwarf and the half-elf to come and guard me. But before they arrived, I was robbed. The irony.
Perhaps you should have hired guards sooner.
Yes, well, I had a particularly good day yesterday. The morning was anyway.
Why do you want to be in the carnival?
Well, it sort of offers opportunities. I've always greatly admired the carnival lifestyle, and I wouldn't mind seeing the Sphinx that you have. That's quite a draw, isn't it? And yes,
There were a big. Sorry, very quickly.
Yes.
Can I do a knowledge nature check on? I would like to know more about.
It would not be a knowledge
Wouldn't be?
nature check. No,
Okay.
because it would be a knowledge. I guess a knowledge local.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, to know what a person is.
That's a different thing.
It's a different sort of thing to a nature.
Right.
There's sort of
Okay.
animals and creatures.
Right.
There were a big, apparently, big golden, many-legged beast flying across the sky earlier. Rumours, of course, rumours. I mean, being as you mentioned the Sphinx there, couldn't possibly be the same thing, could it? It's not like you'd have lost your Sphinx, would it? That'd be unsphinxable.
There,
have you been waiting this whole morning?
Honestly, top of my head. That word, top of my head.
That's
Didn't
quite
realise
good,
that.
actually. Top of the
Just needed to round off that sentence there, so I just stuck one in.
Well done.
Thanks. What are you laughing at, Garrett? What's so funny about that?
That was out of sorry, I was out of character. I was enjoying your bonding. Guys. I like that. Sorry. Carry on.
I haven't summoned you here purely because you were careless with gold, or not careless with gold.
Yes,
a victim of crime.
I was in a box.
Well, that is a precaution that many would not take, I'm sure. I'm here because I am concerned that somebody is targeting the circus, and it is possibly the same people who are targeting you.
I'm sorry, that's my fox, Jin. He's just he's rather flighty this morning. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Having sex with your leg?
Yes, I think he is. Yes, Jin, shush, Jin.
It doesn't sound consensual. You should really address that.
Oh, he's always at it, you know. Never mind, he'll stop in a moment. Jin, stop now.
It was
There we
really
are.
awkward.
He stopped.
Oh,
There we
I'm
are.
glad
See, I've got tight control of my familiar.
That's good. You were probably not aware, but there was a murder in town last night.
No. Murder? Now, if you're talking about the lizard, we've already...
I know about the dragon.
Oh.
And I know that it was you I know that it was the group of you that killed it.
These gentlemen.
That is why I have called you here.
It was not a dragon.
No, it was not, but the illusion that it was worth considerable money.
So you want us to kill something, that's what you want. You saw how good we were with my great axe and with his long sword, broadsword, whatever.
Thank you.
And with your that you pulled out your corsair, which was weird.
What's weird about that?
Well, it was just
You got
like,
against my corsair.
no, it's not nothing.
Put it back on if you want.
No, it's not the corsair. It's probably just, I mean, you, if anything. Like,
You
know.
what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So, what do you want from us?
It's partly that.
What? Sorry, I'm sorry, love. Sorry, got to interrupt you there. Sorry. I can tell you're trying to gloss over that, MZ, but I can't help but notice that there was actually a slur directed at me there.
No, it's
Fulton.
It's not a slur. I just,
He is slurring a lot this morning.
it's, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Hard behind your boots.
Is he drunk?
Yeah, probably.
I think he is, yeah.
I'm one of the best fighters you could ever know or even see with your own two eyes.
But surely if they know them, they've probably seen them before.
Yeah, but sometimes you just see them before you know them. And vice versa.
What?
I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm really drunk.
Oh my god!
Listen.
My friend and I have been drinking.
They've been drinking.
Well, just tell us where the swing my axe.
You said you had a job. Perhaps we should get to the job.
I really wouldn't ask this if I weren't desperate. I really wouldn't ask this from people who are drunk before breakfast time.
You haven't had dinner yet. Carry on, sorry.
Somebody was murdered in the town, or on their way back to town from the carnival last night after the main show. On their way down, there are strong suspicions that somebody from the carnival is involved. I believe that somebody is trying to frame the carnival, trying to make us look bad. I know that none of my people would have done this thing, but the sheriff, she is making noises about making arrests within the carnival. That is something that I don't want to happen.
Do you know who was murdered?
Someone from the town. The sheriff would be able to tell you more. I know that it is some kind of local businessman.
The name of the sheriff. What is it?
Sheriff Feldane.
Feldane?
Feldane.
I know Feldane.
She's a good enough woman, but her hands seem tied. I fear that if she is not able to provide a satisfactory explanation to the town, that she will be forced to make arrests here in the carnival. That would ruin our reputation. It would cost us a great deal if we were to lose this town as a place we can stop reliably on our journeys. We would have to leave for some time. Therefore, given your surprising ability against the lizard and your initiative, shall we say, in pursuing your lost gold, I am willing to offer a financial reward if you are able to find conclusive proof of who murdered this man.
Done. And also...
Wait,
What?
we should talk price.
What do you mean price? It's
What's
financial
the
reward.
reward?
She's minted.
Yes.
She employs both of us. Mate, look, you work in the bloody carnival. Listen.
What is the reward?
She works in the bloody carnival. She owns it, right? You and me, we're in the bloody winding...
The winding market?
Yeah, that's right,
Yes.
yeah. And, you know, promotion and that.
Yes, I know that, but I just want to know how much she's going to reward us with.
Well, probably good, wouldn't it?
How much?
Well,
are you
take
gonna
the job,
reward us
no
with?
questions
Wait,
asked.
don't you simply
Aye,
don't.
we'll take it.
What is wrong
I'm
with
gonna
you
go
people?
smash some bastard.
He's drunk.
No, wait, you don't have to go smoke. We're gonna ask, not smash. Ask
Oh,
questions. Aye.
then smash.
How much
yeah.
is the reward?
Right.
And then
He's drunk as well.
We'll do it for 10 gold pieces each.
10 gold pieces? Are you out of your mind, you crazy drunk dwarf
he
twat?
has been.
What? He is a twat.
Hold your tongue.
Hey!
Aye.
You wanna fight me?
No, I don't want to fight you. You're listening again. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do it for 10 gold pieces. I lost 25 gold pieces
He's
yesterday.
very angry about this.
Can we at least do it for 25
Listen,
gold
look,
pieces?
we're a
Just
very
hold
capable
your
team.
tongue.
You've chosen the best here.
But not 10 gold pieces.
Hold your tongue.
200.
Hold your
200 gold
tongue.
pieces.
What were you going to offer?
Dan,
What we got to offer? Wait.
If you can find conclusive proof of who murdered this man that exonerates the carnival, you'll have 200 gold pieces.
And me and him,
Each?
we get to do a show on the main stage on a weekend.
Yeah.
Matinee.
Ooh, matinee and 300 gold pieces.
Fine.
wait, each or like total?
Pieces.
As a group.
What's wrong now? Hmm?
What's that?
Only but 10.
20... 23?
If only there were 6 of us, it'd be much easier to split this.
Wait.
That's
wait,
60
now-
gold pieces each.
I can grant you... I can grant you freedom of the carnival to explore wherever you require in the course of your investigations. Venlock will have his men leave you alone while you are here.
Do you hear that, Dennis? We can go anywhere.
Dennis is not that. Dennis is way back at the edge of the.
I know, I'm just still. Oh, Dennis isn't here. Sorry.
I will also write you a letter of recommendation to Sheriff Feldane, informing her that you are our representatives on this. She will assist you in your investigation. She has kindly offered the chance for the carnival to prove its innocence, and you will be the agents of that. I sense that any insiders from the carnival would not be accepted by the townsfolk, but you are either outsiders or only tangentially connected to it, and certainly after your antics last night, nobody is going to suspect you of being in league with the carnival. Remember that when you nearly started to... were any of you not drunk last night?
I remember that. I
remember.
Just got to thinking if that was a long-term ploy of yours and old Idris over there.
Then look.
Hiya, Benny. Wait, isn't that your name?
No, it's Velda.
I knew that. No, we're a good team. Bonded really well. Like, we function as one unit now.
What will be your first move then?
We're going to speak to the sheriff.
Yes, Sheriff Feldane.
Let's go see the body.
First, I don't think we should give anything away too much. I think we've got our cards to keep close to our chest here. And we're going to maybe kick down some names and take some doors.
Oh, God. She puts her head in her hands. Tenlock, will you inform the guards that they have free reign of the carnival?
Kick down some doors and take some names.
Can we see this?
Why?
Well, I don't know. At some point, maybe see the Sphinx.
I've got free reign of the carnival.
Free reign. He's king
So
of the
this
carnival.
means that we can see, of course.
Well, we can.
Well, I tell you what. Let's go and see Feldane first and
Why are
see
you so
what.
obsessed
That's
with
what
the
I
Sphinx?
just said.
Well, it's an incredible beast of magnificent powers. I mean, these things are incredible.
What, just like the dragon was?
Well, no. I hope not like the dragon.
It's probably a lion with some, gold paint or something.
Well, that'd be something.
If you wish to speak to Jarazana, then speak to Travis when you have time, when you wish to, and he will arrange a meeting.
Sorry about that, love. It's all he thinks about.
Look, I think. Let's go and speak to Feldane. Thank you very much. We'll go now, I suppose.
Mistress Dellison nods to Amara Dellison, nods to you, and the guards usher you out of her meeting area, back out to the main carnival. Travis nods to you much better. All right then, fellas. Well, I tell you what, I'll stay up here. You can find me at the Lovely Man in Mask, where I've been trying to work.
Yeah.
Whoa, guys,
Travis, you are asking.
No, you're definitely coming with
The
us.
man's a simpering twat.
No, actually, do you know what? I agree with Veldy over there, actually. I think Travis needs to go back to work, and I think we've pissed him off enough, actually. We've got a thing to do now, and I think we've got our purpose, and this was... You're a bit of a pleb, Travis.
Well, that's
He got us this meeting. What are you talking about? I put my arm around him again.
Oh God! Mistress Dellison was saying that one of the reasons why you all been hired is because you're not part of the carnival, and I'm part of the carnival. So if I'm with you, doesn't that undermine?
Travis, see? He's wise.
You don't have to lay down and take everything, You can stand up for yourself.
But you've got an axe.
So you've got your fists.
It's not even.
Yeah, it is. You can rip my throat out with your hands. You can punch me in the balls. Whatever.
I get my cutlass out and hand it to him. Hill first.
I don't want it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Man up, what's wrong with you?
Gentlemen.
Attack me! Attack me, go on!
He's joking. Fulton. It's turned into Shane. We'll see you soon, Travis.
The gun.
We'll see you very, very
Off
soon.
we go.
I pat him on the back.
You pat Travis on the back and leave him standing nervously in the carnival as you make your way back down into town. Make your way to the town jail, where the sheriff has their offices. There are a couple of guard officers leaning casually against the wall as you arrive. They nod to you as you come up.
What?
Hello.
You alright?
Alright, you alright?
What's your name?
My name is Bobby Beck.
Do you need a drink, mate? Some water.
No, I'm alright.
Yeah.
Start duty in there. What do you want?
Yes,
Sheriff.
we have the Theos the Carnival we can go every month.
Yes, this is Feldane, the sheriff.
Alright, yeah.
We've got.
Thank you. Whatever your name was.
Thanks.
That was easy.
Some people just let you go. Not everyone is obstructing. As you arrive, you see that you see a woman in her 40s with red hair. She wears studded leather armor and has a guard's insignia emblazoned on her chest. She has a long sword strapped at her side, well kept, but she looks tired. She looks like she's been up all night. She's currently looking over some bits of broken glass that are laid on a table in front of her, and just kind of staring at them. She looks up as you come in.
Good day.
It's a glass.
Feldane,
Hi,
my name is Z.
what do you want?
We're here about the murder last night to find out what you know.
How do you know about the murder?
Elmara Dennison.
We've been speaking to Dennison.
Yes. She wants to find out the killer. She's worried about the reputation on the carnival.
We're not from the carnival.
No. Well, the winding market. I'm a very good fortune teller, actually. My stall is
this glass?
Yes.
All right, you work for them. You work for them then, but you're not.
We're sort of on contracts.
I was on a sort of freelance basis.
Well, like,
the wine market, to be honest, but
Concerned citizens that want to help out. Try and find this
I'm
killer.
looking at it.
No, I mean we're definitely.
What are you doing?
To
What's this?
It's broken glass. You're going to cut yourself on it. Put it down,
Yeah, why?
idiot.
Why? Can I tell anything from it?
Make a perception check.
Alright. Gonna. Yup. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I got 19.
A 19. It's got a slight curve to it. You reckon it maybe was a container of some kind originally.
Right. What did this contain?
I don't know.
Maybe I can help you here. I do some more studying.
So who are you?
So,
we've been employed to find out the killer of the murderer. The murdered. The person who's murdered.
Have you got any kind of documentation or?
No, look, we
Why,
want to
we
help
don't.
you out.
No, we have the word of the carnival.
You have a letter from Amara Dellison.
We have a letter from Amara Dennison.
She takes it from you, looking for a moment even more tired, and then reads it. All right. Folds it up and puts it there.
I use my aspect of the falcon again because
Okay.
it gives me extra stuff, so perceptions.
Okay.
I
They
look
weren't
at the glass
freaked out,
more. And can I tell anything more about it if I do a
He
high end?
stares at it. Huge, great kind of bird-like eyes appearing in the goggles. He just looks down at the glass. Go ahead. Make you another perception check.
Okay. So that's it. Shit, worse than last time. 18 this time.
18. You find nothing else from the piece.
This glass means
Tell me,
anything.
Sheriff Feldane, who was the person who was murdered?
I'll tell you everything I can. I want this solved as much as anyone else, and I don't have the resources to put too much into it myself.
Fine.
The victim is Archivin Walder. He's the town pawnbroker. He runs the locked box. He was at the carnival last night. His wife saw him leave sometime just before dinner time. We know he attended the carnival. He was found dead in the bushes on the way back. There were footprints in the mud around it. Some kind of large beast. There's talk that a large beast was seen flying over the city. I can't find anyone who saw it themselves, but a lot of people who say their neighbours saw it.
Yeah, we've heard some rumours.
Can I make a knowledge local check on that name, please?
Yes, you can.
And the locked box.
Yep.
Really good. That's a 27.
27. The locked box is a local pawnbroker. It's run by Archivin Walder, who has run it for as long as you can remember, as long as you've been in town. And his wife, Agnes. They employ a few guards, and they are said to have a fairly elaborate vault somewhere below the place. But he's a fairly well-to-do local personality. He's not sort of a politician or anything.
Is he shady at all? Is he well respected?
He's respected. Yeah, there's no suggestion of impropriety from him. You maybe passed him. He might have bought something from the locked box.
Yeah.
It's like a pawn shop. It's things that get defaulted on or are just sold. They end up getting sold back. So he does loans and he does and just sells things for cash. So it's got all sorts of knickknacks in there. So it is a good place to pick up random bits and pieces. Feldane says, shortly after his body was found, the locked box was broken into, and one of the guards was killed as well. The thieves then stole a number of items, ransacked the place, then fled when the remaining guards returned with the body.
Any idea what was stolen?
All sorts of things from the main floor.
And what was the name of the guard?
The guard was a lady called Janessa Fairbright.
Janessa Fairbright. And do I know that?
You've maybe heard the name. You don't know the names of all the guards.
That's fine. Janessa Fairbright.
Agnes is distraught. The guards have locked down have secured the building. I haven't had a chance to get over there yet with my men to properly investigate it. But I was planning on doing that later once people are back. Everyone's quite busy at the moment keeping an eye on the carnival. Unfortunately, the locals, the townsfolk are more concerned right now about the carnival than about ongoing investigations. They think that if they have a feeling that murders are coming from there, then they want guards preventing further murders. And right now I have no proof to say otherwise.
But you do not believe this, no?
I don't think the people from I don't think the carnies killed him, no. I don't know. I don't like Verisians, but murder doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem right. Doesn't make sense. If they're here to trade, if they're here to get rich off the townsfolk, then they wouldn't just start randomly killing.
No, I can say they're very concerned about the effect on their reputation. And there's been nothing like this before. I mean, I've lived around here and I haven't heard anything like this. Has there been anything like this before?
Nothing since the Skarzani heist.
Oh, yes.
About 10 years ago. That were Verisians, that's the problem. People have got long memories around here. They don't trust easily.
So, you say, you're pretty strapped for men and what have you, and you need eyes on this, don't you?
Aye, that's... Aye. Well, I heard you're, well, if you're investigating, then I'm happy to give you access to the crime scene if you want to have a look at it.
Which is great, just, we'll obviously be doing the job of your constabulary there, won't we? So,
I'm assuming you've already been hired by the carnival.
I mean, hired is a loose term. I think you would all agree that was a loose term.
It was loose.
Well, then do it out of the goodness of your hearts.
Oh, no.
I'm not...
I think it's one thing we've managed to agree on, that we don't do that.
Well, we need to get paid as well,
It's just, I'm sure.
Listen, I've only just met these people. Most of them yesterday.
You've just been hanging out with them for
Fulton,
weeks.
I was just about to carry on. Fulton and I, we've been friends I'd say acquaintances for the last week or so, but I can tell you that
You just went back. You said friends first, and then you went and said we're acquaintances.
Yeah, you dropped him in
You
a
have
sentence.
been acting a bit strangely this morning.
Sorry, all right, okay.
Like the action of
I've been drinking for 2 days.
No, carry on.
What was I
carry on.
saying? It doesn't matter.
Can you tell me?
No, that's it. That's it. It's one thing I know about this group of people. We get things done. We may not trust each other 100% right now, but we will get things done. So, the point to this is we do need to get paid. And that's why we'll get things done.
Bring it home for a winger speech, everyone.
Okay.
Mrs. Police Person
Sheriff Felday.
says, yes, I know how you are. I'm following you. I'm talking down to you now, okay? So, your gut, what does it say to you?
Says that there's something not right here. Says that there's a murder that doesn't make sense, and I don't like things that don't make
You
sense.
suspect the darkness.
Yeah, I suspect there's something pretty dark going on.
Like murder, probably, Gary.
Well, no.
No, the darkness.
You are the darkness.
Shh, quiet. Well, you do not have, but you know how dark I am. You have not seen the dark. You just.
Well, no, I've seen.
That's a good point, actually. Why don't you take off your hood there, Gary?
What?
Why don't you take off your hood? We'll see how dark.
Why don't you ask this of me now? Fight here in front of the police person. Why don't you do this to me now?
Well, you got something wrong with your voice? You're like a cat. Yeah, I thought you were trying to look like a bird.
Look, you're disturbing. No, maybe we should go. Maybe we should go and speak to Agnes.
Let's go and speak to the wife.
Yes, the wife. Yes. Thank you very much.
The guards can point out where the crime scene is if you want to have a look at that.
Yes, we'll do that
And
first.
the body's already been taken to the Temple of Yomadai. I know those were things you were going to ask since you're good investigators.
Yes, the Temple of Omendai, of course.
See the body and
The crime
body and the crime scene. Yes.
and then the locked box itself is down near the center of town. This hasn't got out yet, and I would appreciate it if you can keep it quiet.
For our discretion, obviously, and the work that we're putting in, I imagine that would be reimbursed for about maybe 100 gold pieces.
And I will
for
pay you all of the money that is in my power to pay you right now.
I see she said nothing.
Yeah, I think that's
How
gonna
much
be-
would that
I feel like
be?
this is nothing.
I'm sitting in about a 4-foot wide jail, negotiating with some people, one of which is having his foot foxed by a fox.
Just a bit jumpy this
The
morning.
other one is some kind of weird death mummy bird creature.
Oh, thank you.
And the other three of you are pissed.
Gin.
Do you really think I've got any funds to fund an investigation?
I'm just really impressed you managed to say foot fucking fox really all in one sentence.
It's amazing what you can do when you're not drunk at 9 in the morning, isn't it?
So how much will it be?
I don't have any gold to give you.
All right, well, we don't have to take gold. What about, favours?
I'm not paying you to investigate this. I'll get to it in my own time, but ultimately, I probably won't have a chance to do a proper thing on it. It's easier just to blame it on the carnival and drive them out of town. That's what the town folk are going to want to do. And that's what I'll have to do if I don't get answers to
see that.
Let's have a look at the crime scene. Sorry to take my time, Feldane, and we can report back to you with what we find.
All right. But I warn you, I can't keep a lid on this for too long.
Good day.
And just for the record, my fox doesn't often fuck my foot. I don't know what's wrong with him this morning. Jin, sit.
Maybe he's in heat or something. It's just... this doesn't matter, just...
Right, crime scene, everybody. Yes?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
This will be.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
The guards point you in the direction of an area just outside of town. One of the guards leads you. The one you talked to, he still can't quite get his name. He leads you up to the edge of town to a path that leads down. It's a path that you have in fact walked down, that leads back down from the carnival into the town itself. There in a patch of bushes near it, you see another constable is kind of hanging around near it. The two of them nod, and then they kind of nod to each other and head back down towards town, leaving you by the bushes.
Can you make a perception check?
Yes.
Look around bushes.
Yeah.
Do as well.
I am as well.
Okay, go ahead.
I got 15.
16.
20.
23.
Oh, well.
From the two.
Surely it's been going up. So what did you get, Scott?
Drunken.
From the two drunk guys.
8.
Oh my God. So the three of you. Gary. Velda and Caragor, you spend some time looking around the bushes. The two of you go and have a piss against the tree on the other side of the bush. And while you're there, you kind of just look over into a small patch of dry ground over them, and you see the ground has been torn up. It's been churned around, and you can see a huge pile of blood just spattered all across it.
Z, do you see that?
Yes, I did. That's awful.
What?
That's awful.
You never seen blood before?
Of course, but it's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You shot my head off a lizard like yesterday.
Why were you standing
So hungover right now.
I'm everywhere.
Are you in your corset again?
Our team, everyone over here, we found
some blood.
So much blood.
There's some. Oh.
There is a lot of blood.
Does it go?
Much blood.
Does it like? You can see some of the blood seems to lead a little way away from it, but without being a tracker, it's hard to say.
Is anyone good at tracking stuff?
I can have a go. Let me get down.
Can I try a knowledge nature check?
Yeah.
There are tracks, yes?
You can't tell from here.
Okay. Can I have a look around the blood? And
It'd be a survival check to analyze any tracks.
What's in Asia?
We all try.
What have we got in nature?
not much.
Rolling
Okay. I got 16 on my survival check.
Survival. 19.
17.
17. Everyone's feeling pretty survivally
I'll do
today.
survival as well, one.
All right, get in on this.
20.
Jeez.
I've got 4 on my survival.
Druid's pretty good. Fucking drow, right? The monkey kind of shrugs apologetically, like, who else but drows? Looking around, you find footprints around, a mix of them. You find fresh footprints you reckon are from probably this morning or sometime during the night, early in the night of. You would say 4 humanoids were here. You think they picked up something heavy from the ground and left with it. But slightly older than that, you'd say earlier in the evening, you find there was struggle here. Somebody fell on this place, but you also see that they fell a couple of times on the run up to it. You reckon they were knocked to the ground a couple of times and finally came to rest here with considerable force. If there's enough of an indentation in the ground there, you reckon the force of the blow alone would have been enough to kill them, would have caused mortal injuries. You also, looking around, find a few more flecks of broken glass, and you find some deep claw footprints, as if they belonged to a large animal with big clawed paws.
So I think we've got an open and shut case here, lads.
Can I tell if it's the same glass if I look at the glass?
Yes, you can tell it seems to be the same type of glass
Okay.
as the one that you have found.
I think we've got ourselves a case of an escaped sphinx going around killing people.
That's a huge assumption.
A huge assumption.
And I have more assumptions to make, but I shall tell you about some later.
And that is where we leave it for tonight.